G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and today I'm going to be drawing Death Note characters. Death Note is an anime series which actually, as someone who doesn't consider themselves an avid anime fan, I really do love Death Note. So I can't recommend it enough. If you're curious on whether to watch it or not, go watch it. It's great. That being said, it is an anime, and anime and manga aren't my personal style. So what I did is I put it to the vote to my Twitch chat, and I've been doing this live on Twitch chat, so it's all voted on and blah blah blah, as to whether I should replicate the original anime style or just do it in the style that's comfortable to me. I let the viewers vote, and the viewers picked for me to just do it in a way that's comfortable for me. So I'm actually going to reproduce these characters in my own personal drawing style. And I'm gonna put them together into a nice finished art piece. But before I do that, I'm gonna first translate the characters from the original visual style into my visual style. So the first character is L, and I'm gonna basically take the visual aspects of him and just reinterpret it in my own style. I'm not gonna be too fussy about exactly mimicking him. I'm just gonna take the core features of what makes him him, in particular his pose, his hair, and his eyes, and they're the things I'll focus on to accentuate. But I'm not actually going to have any bias as to how I should go about it, even though everyone will have an opinion on how I should or should have done it. Okay, so that's my rough interpretation of L. I'm alright with it. Like, I just want to make sure I'm capturing the main aspect of him. Obviously, he has very dark hair, so I can just communicate that by very quickly scribbling there. But yeah, as you can tell, my style tends to lean towards more curves and blockier physiques and builds. Not necessarily thicker, but just sort of built in chunks. So now I'm drawing Light, aka Kira. I want him to visually be quite different from my interpretation of L, because he's got a very different visual style. He's much more neat. Of the two, I think L would have a squarer jaw. So my interpretation of Light would be something like this. Obviously a little more cartoony than the anime style, but it's cool because, like, I feel more comfortable working in my own style, obviously. And it's one of those things where, like, being an animator, I can replicate other styles if I need to or if I want to. But it's more fun, I feel, to make something your own. And this feels more like what I would create. And then last but not least, we have Ryuk. He is my personal favorite character. He just looks so cool. I actually have done a painting of Ryuk before on this channel, so if you're interested, you can go check that out. And of course, it was done in more my style than the original anime style, keeping close to the original character design as possible. But as you can see, the illustrations I have here of Light and L are both much more cartoony than the version of Ryuk I've done before, and this version of Ryuk I'm using as a reference. So I'm actually going to go for a little bit more of a cartoony style with Ryuk, but I'm going to go a bit more edgy and a bit more stylistic, just to make him sort of pop out a bit, but still fit with the character designs I have here. Because when you're either interpreting or translating styles into your own, or creating something with several characters, they all need to marry into each other visually. They need to fit in the same world together. Okay, so this is the redesign of the characters from Death Note. It looks like a show on Cartoon Network. That's alright, as long as they work together visually. I'm gonna do a final piece now with them all a bit more polished, and I'm gonna make them look a little bit less childish if possible, but I will keep that sort of cartoony edge to it, which is my style, and I enjoy working in that, and hopefully you'll enjoy the results. we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my finished result. It's obviously not stylistically exactly the same as the original anime, but it's in my style, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I feel like it's pretty obvious who the characters are if you've seen the show before, particularly Ryuk, because he looks quite similar to the original style. I like how L turned out. I think I could have done a maybe messier or bigger hair or whatever, but I think in general his pose and attitude is the same. Light, I went for the sort of pretty boy look, kept everything nice and neat, but juxtaposed his dark personality with a nice white shirt, but kept in those blood reds in his hands and around his neck. And then finally, my favorite character design out of all of them, because Ryuk is such a cool character design in the anime, is Ryuk. And it was tricky to balance the color. I started off with the blues in his hair and then more of a turquoisey green in the body, and then I ended up sort of mixing them, and so they matched a bit better. But this is the end result. I hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and before I finish, lest I forget, I'm going to dedicate this piece to Nathan Hetterly. Sign, and I'm done. So thank you, Nathan, for suggesting it in my Twitch chat. Thank you everyone who's joined and watched, and if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to join future streams, make sure to click the link on the screen and in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.